So you have the reasoning vocabulary already, correct? And so what's left for our unit? What's the name of our unit? Angles. Okay, so we have our reasoning vocabulary. Now we need our angle vocabulary. 12 cards, the exact same way we did the reasoning vocabulary. Okay, y'all are going to have to share tape. Okay. So let's see how quick we can do this. Do it on the same side, but right beside over here.
It's in the other box. You got what you wanted? No, I'm using the bathroom.
All right, so everything that we do today is going to be revolving around what? Angles. Okay? So we are going to make sure that everyone knows all the different relationships that are created by intersecting lines. Okay? And when we have lines that intersect, they create angles. And there are special angles that we're going to talk about today and explore. Okay? So we did a little title for our first set of words. What do you think our title is going to be for our second set? Y'all are so wonderful. Unit 2 vocabulary. Angles. So remember how we did this before? I'm just going to give you the words. Last time I worked from the bottom up, didn't I? Yeah. I'm going to work from the top down this time. Okay, ready? Yes. All right. Vertical angles. Heard that one before?
Yeah. Everybody can look at that.
I'm just going to give you the words right now, like we did before, and then we'll go back over them because we're going to do something with word today. After vertical angles, we're going to have complementary angles. You go ahead. After complementary, we're going to have supplementary angles. After that, we're going to do angle addition postulate. After that, we're going to do linear pair. Angle bisector. We're going to do transversal. How many do I have left?
4.
Okay.
5, my bad. I think it's 5. I'm not sure.
4.
6.
4.
I have extra bar.
I have 6.
I have 6.
You said 12, right? You can 12 cards.
Alternate interior angles. Alternate exterior angles. Corresponding angles and same side interior angles. This class is a little unique right now just because of Common Core and switching over to Math 1, Math 2, and Math 3. This was a true Common Core geometry class, which is being phased out. And so most of the students that I have in here have really struggled with math classes over their time in high school. Several of them are repeating geometry and really haven't had a lot of experience with the Common Core standards up until now. And so it's been a challenge trying to get them where we want them to be as far as their reasoning skills for Common Core. With many of the Common Core standards being pushed down to lower grades, I first try to start a lesson the way that I did today with assessing what my students know and what they don't know, or what they remember and what they don't remember. And just ask questions and have them tell me as much as possible about what they know. And then you'll see a lot of times that as one student says something, it'll jog the memory of other students, and then we'll bring it back, or they'll finish that definition, add to it. And then we've reviewed the vocabulary, then we'll just take those vocabulary words or definitions and build on them as we move through our curriculum. Just stacking things and making things a little bit more complex and just always referring back to those vocabulary words. So first question before we go to lunch, do you know any of these words?
Yep.
Which ones?
Linear pair.
Linear pair. What do you know about it?
Corresponding.
Just heard it before?
No, I know it's like, I forgot.
I know complementary and supplementary.
Okay. All right. Vertical angles up here, Rosa. What do you know about them?
They're both the same.
Okay, straight across from each other. She said they're both the same. The same what? The same angle measurement. Josh.
I know
How about
supplementary and
vertical lines?
Vertical angle. What you know about it? Straight? What you mean straight? Like a marker?
He's
messing with me?
He's talking about like a vertical line.
Like a vertical line. Oh, okay, all right, I'm with you now. Vertical line, yes, it's up and down. Angles are gonna do something a little different. We'll talk about that. Josh, complementary and supplementary.
One is to equal up to like, one angle equals up to 180.
Which one is that?
I think that's supplementary.
Okay,
And complementary is when it equals up to 90.
okay, wonderful. Anybody know anything else?
Alternate.
Alternate interior and exterior stuff?
Alternate exteriors on the outside of the
Okay, so we know interior means
inside.
inside, exterior means,
Outside.
and alternate means,
Like alternative?
okay, so what does that mean?
Like if you have something that you can. I don't know. I know what it is. I just don't understand.
It's kind of like on the opposite sides. So alternate interior are going to be opposite sides but inside. Alternate exterior, opposite sides but outside. Vertical angles. What are they again? Somebody knew before lunch what they were. Angles that are vertical, yes.
Angles that are straight across from each other and they have the same angle.
Okay. And that's really about the definition that I would use. Very simple, very basic. Vertical angles are angles that are across from each other. And they have the same measure, which means that the two angles are what? Congruent. Well, first of all, I really like to use students' words as much as possible. It makes it easier later on. You can always say, well, you remember when John gave this definition or Keisha gave that definition, and the students seem to remember it more than just always me giving the definition. So we usually try to use the students' words all the time. I do try to come back and maybe give a precise definition. It may not be the same day, but at some point, just after they know it or maybe can recognize it in the picture, come back and give them a more precise definition. But using the students' words allows them to take a little bit of ownership in it and take pride in what they're doing and know that, you know, they got something right, and it just builds their confidence.